What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be going over the major move I think is going to happen in the cryptocurrency space very soon. We're also going to be talking about a record number of whales entering this space, as well as tons of other news that went on in the cryptocurrency space. So guys, without further ado, make sure you are subscribed. You've hit that bell notification so you can stay updated with every video that we come out in the future. Starting off on the 1 hour time frame, as you guys can tell, I just moved as well into a new place. So we don't have a lot of furniture. I have the standing desk, I have the camera. That's all we really need to get going. So let's jump into this. The 1 hour time frame, as you guys can tell, we had a break above the EMA ribbon come in on the 15th of June. Now this led into a pattern that a lot of people were eyeing, where we were trading over and over again. This is a pattern that usually breaks to the bullish side. And a lot of people were already calculating that this pattern, if broken correctly, could take us up to the $10,000 mark. And Bitcoin has been a pain, and I've been telling everybody to be very careful. Now, although we were able to capitalize on a trade and it hit the first target already at $9,550, so right over here, it hit our first target, and we were all in profit after that, moved our stop loss, everything was good. However, Bitcoin, as you can tell, has been very dangerous, and that's why I've been saying, be careful. It's been very dangerous, a lot of manipulation coming in, and what happened was that move that everybody was expecting to the upside, well, we got a giant wick on the 1 hour time frame before it just went straight down. So that's all stuff that's been happening right now, and that move really hurt a lot of people. A lot of people were in a long position. They didn't move their stop loss. They didn't secure profit along the way, and that means that they ended up getting their stop losses hit probably, and therefore they lost money instead of being able to actually make money. So that's definitely a bummer. But in this move as well, you'll see a breakdown below the EMA ribbon again. So we had one move up, and if you know what you're doing, if you are experienced, then again, you are able to capitalize on these bounces off the supports once and twice. You could have capitalized on two separate bounces, both which could have netted you a good amount of profit. I myself wasn't in every single one of these bounces. Obviously, you can't capitalize on all of them. However, if you were active and if you were there, then you could have made some good money on this as well. So all of these patterns coming up, giving us a lot of opportunities, which is what I always talk about, opportunities in the market in order to trade successfully, in order to capitalize on Bitcoin, no matter if it's going up or if it's going down. But 1 hour time frame broke below the EMA ribbon. Let's see if we are going to have a retest of what was the support. It is now resistance. And if we're going to start trending downwards, similar to what we saw happen here when we were below the EMA ribbon and we just tested off the resistance multiple times. And again, every single time you can see the amount of opportunities we had during this range. If you were able to capitalize on it, that's like one move, two moves, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many moves you could have capitalized on, all bouncing off the resistance that we had on the EMA ribbon. Now, moving into the 4 hour time frame, this is looking a little bit more bearish currently as well. The one giant wick that came in, but currently looking like we could be below the EMA ribbon again. Now this is bearish because a break below the EMA ribbon, as you guys know, is a bearish trend, and that's kind of the indicator I like to use the EMA ribbon for the trends in the market. The 1 hour time frame is the smaller time frame. The 4 hour time frame is obviously a little bit more of a midterm time frame. The daily time frame is a bigger time frame, and the weekly time frame is a very big picture time frame, where if we break above or below, we usually stay there for a very long period of time. Daily, we stay there for multiple weeks, usually. The 4 hour, couple of 4 hour candles, usually a couple of days. The hour than that, we can have fluctuations once every 2 days or stuff like that. So that's just something to keep an eye out on. But this pattern, obviously now looking like it's breaking to the downside, went to the upside to try and, probably hit people's stop losses that were in a short. And then from there, again, boom, now it's hitting stop losses for people that were in a long. And these are the dangerous candles that we really have to watch out for. So to me, let's see if we do continue downward on the EMA ribbon. And if we do, and if we get that confirmed break below, then that would indicate bearish trend on the 4 hour time frame. And that's exactly how we are going to be playing it. Because you'll notice when we broke above on the 15th of June here as well, we found support multiple times on the EMA ribbon. The EMA ribbon lines up pretty much perfectly with the support that we had drawn on the triangle down here. So just to show you guys how this actually does work. But the big move that a lot of people have been thinking about, the big move that I've been looking at, and the big move that I think would dictate the direction of Bitcoin for at least the next few let's say the next few days / the next few weeks, is this pattern being formed over here. Now, we don't have an exact date of when this pattern is going to break. However, you'll notice the end here is roughly around the first week of July. The 3rd, the 4th, the 5th of July is how I've drawn it, and that's this area over here where we could see the breakout happen. Now, Bitcoin's been trading, and you guys can see the support ever since back here. We have the support here, we have the support here, we have the support here, and we've had multiple supports in this range as well. Same as the resistance at 10K, this line drawn over here. We have a range up here, which we also find some resistance, but the main one currently at the 5-figure mark between 10K and 10.5K is the area that Bitcoin has not really been able to stay at before it does just come right back down. But the bullish news on the daily time frame is, if we zoom out, you guys will see this. If we zoom out, we've had, ever since the 13th of March 2020, we've been making higher lows, which is obviously a very good sign. We had the first one over here, we had another one, we had another two technically, right? Then we have more and more and more coming into this pattern, and that higher lows is a bullish sign that we can, again, as long as that maintains and that continues to happen, is very good. We're still well above the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame as well, so we'd have to break below 9K to see that drop. And then again, if we do break below and we start making lower lows, then that would be a very bearish sign for Bitcoin as well. But until that happens, we can play this and watch to see if we think Bitcoin is going to bounce up. The resistance, of course, at 10K over here. But notice really quick that the volume here, ever since the start of this pattern, the volume has been on the decline. And I've said this multiple times in previous videos, when the volume is on the decline, that's when we expect big moves to happen. So this pattern like starting to consolidate the price, right? We're in a triangle consolidating the price into this area, a narrower and narrower range, plus the volume decreasing, is building up and usually builds up into a bigger move in the future. Whether that's going to be a break below the EMA ribbon, which again would bring us right back down, we could make lower lows, which would be bearish and would put us in a short to mid-term bearish trend. But a break above, and this consolidation that we've been in for multiple weeks now around this range, where we can try to break above the 10 and 10.5K. If we break above here, right, boom, and we can finally get above this range and stay above this range, then we can eye targets, like I mentioned before, 12K, 15K, those are all very possible as well. So it's just about knowing the different scenarios, knowing what you're looking at, not trying to jump in too early to try and predict too much of the price, but being able to identify what's going on, how we can play this, and be able to capitalize on these opportunities. And as always, if you guys want to see the trades that myself and my team are in, then I do offer a service where you guys can go in and do that. It doesn't matter what experience level you are. So if you are a complete beginner, if you don't have time to do technical analysis, or you simply don't know how to do technical analysis, you can copy every single one of the trades that myself and my team enter. It's all posted in here. We have the altcoin trades, we have leverage trades, and we have the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space, full of people ready and able to answer any question that you might have 24/7. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is, there's always somebody awake. And we offer a 2-week free trial, so a 14-day free trial where you can test everything we have to offer completely risk-free. And if for some reason it does not work for you, or you simply don't want it and you don't like it and it's just not meant for you, that's totally fine. You can cancel and you will avoid getting charged. It's as simple as that. We're breaking all the barriers down so that everybody can capitalize and get into the opportunities that I talk about in every single video, identifying them. If you're not able to do that and you know that you're missing out on these opportunities for yourself as well, then right here you can get my trades, you can get my team of experts trades, always posted in their updates almost every single day. We have trades at this point and things have been going very, very well. I know a ton of you guys have joined, you've seen everything we have to offer. If you haven't joined yet, then 2-week free trial, I can't wait to see you guys in there. But let's go into the news really quick. Bitcoin, really quick, let's take a look at the altcoins and how they're doing. It's down 0.4% the last 24 hours, relatively sideways compared to the huge wick and then the huge drop that we had. There hasn't been too much price change in the last 24 hours. Even the last hour, you'll see not too much happening, meaning a lot of altcoins, small gains, but for the most part, it's pretty split. We have some altcoins down 5%, some up 5% or up to 3%. But overall, it's still waiting for a direction on the 4-hour chart. I think would be the main one, a direction if we're going to be heading up or if we're going to be heading down. Altcoins have had a fantastic run the last few weeks. Might see that start cooling down a little bit. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Might talk more about that in a future video if you guys want to see that. Let me know down below in the comments if that's something you guys want me to talk about. I've been talking about, you know, the leading up to this altcoin run, the great altcoin run that we've had, and now we might see a little bit of a cool off, so be careful with altcoins. But Bitcoin whales, and now this is really interesting. Now we've identified with this, or in this article, they've identified a whale as somebody that holds more than 1,000 Bitcoin. Now that's more Bitcoin than I hold. I'm assuming that's more Bitcoin than you hold as well. Otherwise, you're probably not watching this video. You're probably busy investing it in a lot of different places, hopefully not spending it all. Investing in reality, 1,000 Bitcoin right now, I believe, is like $10 million, as long as I'm doing that math correct, which is a huge sum of money for most people. But still, if you have 1,000 Bitcoin, make sure you're using your investments wisely. But still, that's not the point. The point is, on this chart, this orange line you guys can see right here, this is indicating the number of Bitcoin holders with over 1K. So the number of whales in the Bitcoin market, right? Or in Bitcoin right now. Then this gray line is the price of Bitcoin right now. Now we're at a range over here that we haven't been at ever since the beginning of the last move in 2017, right? The last bull run when the price exploded into that $10,000 or the $20,000 mark. So as of right now, whales are accumulating, more and more people are picking up Bitcoin, and trust me when I say this, Bitcoin, especially more than all the other assets out there, Bitcoin is less regulated. There is manipulation in this space, meaning if you know how to play it, it can be great for you. But if you don't know how to play it and you believe that there isn't, it could hurt you, because again, whales do a lot of the time control the market. Now, that being said, it's not all the time. There's still tons of opportunities, but whales do have their say. If they sell off or if they buy, it can make a big difference, and it can make a big move in the Bitcoin price. So a lot of whales holding a lot of Bitcoin could mean that they believe, and it probably means that they believe it's going to do very well coming into the next few months. Now again, this is months, not short-term few days. Next few months, long-term, expected to go up. So that to me, it does look very bullish over there. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget, leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of the Bitcoin price. Can't wait to see you guys join, a bunch of you guys joining into the group as well. I can't wait to see you guys in there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Friday for another video.